place feels all wrong. Can't you feel it? It's like the very air is unclean. If you can't feel it, then this feeling is as magical as it is foul. We should be on our guard.
Spirit thief, thousand cuts.
We hurried down as quickly as we could, but I see you had the situation well in hand. I'm impressed. Not many people can disperse the spirits of the dead with any ease. They grow worse by the day, and I've almost given up hope of finding a solution. My manners desert me. I am Lord Yun, owner of this land, and charged by the Emperor himself to keep it safe. You should turn back south to Tien's Landing. This is the safest part of the Great Southern Forest, and even it is polluted with these strange ghosts. I suppose no one knows this land better than I. Very well. What did you need to know? This region is known as the Great Southern Forest, as I said. The forest stretches for miles to the north, east, and west of here. This specific area is known as the Pilgrim's Path. These hills house several small shrines, and a large temple lies at the top of the path that begins with these stairs. As it stands, this is the only part of the forest that's even vaguely passable. Coming from the Imperial City, I had no choice but to take a flyer to Tien's Landing. Things have worsened in the past few months, which is roughly the time since the trees of the forest started to look sickly. Before I flew here from the Imperial City, I heard rumors of more and more ghosts in the outer provinces, but I foolishly thought them exaggeration. The forest is polluted with ghosts of all types, and they are only growing in number. As you must know, ghosts can only be dispersed, never destroyed completely. Of the vast expanse of this forest, this area, the Pilgrim's Path as it is called, is the safest. I hoped that coming here might help me learn why this forest is as it is, but that seems a lost cause. If things don't improve soon, I shall have to abandon this camp and fly back to the Imperial City a failure. That would be unfortunate. I am tasked with safeguarding any lands that I own, and this land is far from safe. To admit failure would be unfortunate for my house. If I'm lucky, I would lose my lands. If not, my life could very well be forfeit. I certainly came here by flyer. It was the only way. Wait a moment. You don't look like a pilgrim or one of the poor folk trying to escape Tien's Landing. Would it be out of line to inquire as to what brought you here? Even caravans employing skilled warriors have been forced to turn back under these ghosts' assaults. I could only reach Tien's Landing by using my flyer. Acquiring that chart was a hard-fought battle, I can assure you. The Lotus Assassins keep a tight rein on those precious documents. From your questions, I'd say you have a flyer at your disposal, which seems unusual. It would take a resourceful person to acquire a device like that, and I believe that resourceful people know how to get things done, especially when properly motivated. Perhaps you could get something done for me. If so, I might be persuaded to foolishly risk the Lotus Assassin's wrath by making a copy of one of their precious maps. The deal is simple. Find out why my land sickens, why it is home to so many ghosts, and you will have your map. Two things threaten the entire length and breadth of this forest. The trees blacken with disease, and ghosts flock to this place like no other in the Empire. I suspect that these things are related, and, more importantly, that they're related to a fox called the Forest Shadow. She is a powerful spirit that has long been an ally of my family. Personally, I've had little to do with her. My father and his father before him, however, felt strongly that she should be revered. They considered her the true guardian of this forest. Just that. She is a fox spirit, and thus one of heaven's tricksters. The fox can take on the forms of men and women, and will often do so to test us. Personally, I don't think they have any right to deceive us, but my father felt that our family's good fortune came from just such a test passed long ago by an ancestor. Some sort of ancient alliance in which she was guardian of the forest, while we owned the land in the world of men. She is a powerful being, one my father considered the guardian of this forest. If this place is filled with ghosts, then I suspect that it is either because of or in spite of her. I think something is wrong with the Forest Shadow, and I want you to find her and figure out what is happening. Once we know that, we'll have a clear idea of what we face. A noble sentiment, but when I look upon these trees, I'm afraid that you may have to destroy her. See what you can learn first, then we will act if it is necessary. Make your way up this ancient trail, and when you come to a fork, take the left path. That will lead you to a temple built long ago in the Forest Shadow's honor. Once there, find my hunter Spearcatch's Leaf if he still lives. He claimed to remember some sort of ritual that my forebears used to contact the Forest Shadow. You might also want to keep an eye out for some small shrines that are scattered about the forest. Some of them are said to react to magic or charges of chi. I was beginning to think there may be no cure for this place. Your arrival has given me some small measure of hope. Find Spearcatch's Leaf at the temple above and see what he has learned. Your wind map will be waiting when you find a cure.
I will never see my wife again. I just want to go home.
This forest is so troubled. We were well sheltered in Two Rivers to not see any of this.
You can't! Spirit! Spirit! 1,000 cuts! Spirit thief! This is the end! Thousand cups. Spirit thief. 1,000 cups. I'm healed. I'm healed. I'm healed. Thousand cuts. Heavenly wave. Dire flame. Thousand cuts. Stretch these wounds.
kukun aso.
This place is strange. The Guardian says not to worry, but I hear things here. I don't know what they are. This place. There are spirits. The Guardian can hear them, and I can too. But there's something else. Like the sound of the ocean. Voices. The mists here hold voices. Coming from below. They're too quiet, though. Old. In the stones and the mist. I don't know. It's like listening to the wind while people are yelling at you. The Guardian says... He says not to ask. He says it doesn't matter who they are. Who they were. He says they are not under heaven. He doesn't want to say anything more. They change when I talk about them. I don't think we should mention them very much anymore. Is there anything else? This place is... strange. The Guardian says this place is like home. Well, almost. Here goes home? Home comes here? I don't understand.
Wa soki parir no kasisa ir sonkot nawa patia yir ni uk.
The Guardian likes it here, but it's scary too. He's not the only one who likes it. Is there anything else? Okay.
Dire blade. Thousand cuts. The ghosts attack everyone. They are mad with madness. Thank you for keeping me safe.
Narawa ir kwanok noka o kiyir o kir ikuir wo.
You have come from Tian's Landing? You were? This is good. I was going there, but you're coming here instead. I come from the inn, the Pilgrim's Rest. You must take a message to the town for us. Things are very bad. We starve. The ghosts cut us off from everything, but we are still up there. Tian's Landing must send people to help. Many people should come to the inn to help us. They can't let us starve. You would be welcome there. They would have you for a most fun stay. The inn lies above on the path to the right. No, I should return to the inn. They will want to know you are coming. You should come with me. I can take the message down later, is a wicked fox spirit. They are tricksters, all of them. The tricks she plays kill now. You should stay away from her. She hurts us when we leave the inn. Oh yes, they must be. She hunts us, and these ghosts hunt you, right? Isn't that the same? She's dangerous like these ghosts. We're all afraid of her. That can't be right. She is dangerous. You should go to the inn to be kept safe. That's the only way. I will go back the way I came. Knowing that there are others here, I will be all right. I must go back to the inn to tell them. You should follow the path to the right, not the left. Left goes to the temple, and the forest shadow will kill you. Come, the inn is this way.
What do you want? The Guardian says this place is like home. The Guardian likes it here. Is there any... Okay.
You can't keep up! Spirit!
Thousand cuts. This is the end. Heaven's way. Dire flame. Thousand cuts. Long sword. Spirit. Thousand cuts. You can't kick me. Spirit. This is the end. Thousand cuts.
I am honored that you have chosen me.
I'm healed. How can you fight so well when all you do is drink?
It's harder to drink your watered-down swill and face those ghosts. Is everything in this damn forest missing the good parts? No, hey. That one's got all his parts, and they're even attached. Finally, a challenge.
Wait, no, that's not a... Damn him. Long sword. Thousand cuts. You won't see me. Thousand cuts. Spirit thief. Spirit thief. Thousand cuts. Spirit thief.
You're no ghost. Hell, you're barely human. No one has ever withstood the axes of the Black Whirlwind before. I'm pretty sure I thought you were a ghost. That, and you looked like you might be able to hold your own for a few moments. Turns out I sold you short. Easy to do when you're as tall as I am. Anyway, I'm guessing you must be here on Lord Yun's business. Can't imagine why anyone would come here otherwise. You'll want to talk to Spearcatcher's Leaf. He's Lord Yun's man. I'm just the hired mercenary.
I am so very sorry. You must accept my apologies. He is uncontrollable sometimes.
Keep your apologies. That was amazing. Spearcatcher's Leaf is no warrior. He doesn't understand the thrill of victory.
You've just had the unexpected honor of defeating the Black Whirlwind, the self-styled deadliest mercenary in the Jade Empire.
I thought you were a ghost. Wasn't that clear? Ha ha! And people say I'm slow.
Does this look anything like a ghost? Is he floating or missing parts or anything along those lines? No. You are an idiot. A deadly, drunken idiot.
What's wrong with being deadly? Or drunk? You may be a lead hunter for some lord, but I'm the deadliest mercenary in the world. You do your job and I'll do mine.
Tales say this man once stormed an entire fortress alone, naked and screaming his defiance into the night.
Ha! Scared the tar of those border guards. But they botched the story. I was naked screaming and I was dead drunk. Pretty much the part you'd expect. Makes them curl up in shame if you take my meaning.
Yes, I'm Spearcatcher's Leaf, Lord Yun's lead hunter. I learned a ritual from Lord Yun's father, and I had hoped to use it to ask the aid of the Forest Shadow. I've set the fires and the furnaces are ready, but one of the key crystals is missing. Without it, we can't even see what these furnaces are supposed to do. I examined the area when I realized that the crystal was gone, and I stumbled across some strange tracks that lead in the direction of the inn. I don't know. They look like bare human feet, but the tracks were closely spaced and bore a strange gait, as if a child made them. A deformed child. If there are still people there, then whoever took the crystal might be there as well. But just be careful. Make your way there. I will stay behind to tend the furnaces. If you need more information, supplies, or even training, you know where to find me. I have a small stock of supplies, and I can also train you to be more precise and focused in battle. My name is well earned, some tell me. Have a look and tell me what you need. I'm collecting the silver to honor the men we lost to these accursed ghosts. Greetings, my... Of course. I may be able to shed some light on the forest for you. I know this area very well, as I often meditate here upon my purpose and philosophy before a hunt. She is an ancient fox spirit who has always stood guardian over these woods. But now ghosts gather, the trees grow sick, and she seems powerless to stop any of it. It's an unnatural blackness that develops on their bark. I noticed it some months ago, and it spread like wildfire. It is like nothing I have ever seen before. Yes, and why so many? Why here? Rare souls occasionally wander from the path to the underworld, but the forest is full of them. Perhaps it's tied to the forest shadow. An attack? That's not right. She's never been known to attack anyone. I've hunted this forest on my lord's behalf for a decade and had no trouble. Not that I can think of, but I haven't yet visited the Pilgrim's Rest. Could they have incurred her wrath? Perhaps you should ask them. Disturbing. It truly is.
there anything you need? No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind.
Let's keep things simple. If someone gets in our way, remove them. Yes? Is there something you want? I don't know what else I can do for you. I've said enough for the...
I will be more used to you here than traipsing about away from my tools.
My blades are yours to command. Something's on your mind? This forest was once one of the most beautiful in the Empire. In the past few months, it has grown sickly, and the roads through it are closed. No one is sure if ghosts are to blame for the disease, but they swarm among the dark trees, making travel through the forest next to impossible. We were talking about Gao earlier, but now isn't really the time to finish that. Give me a bit to digest what's happened, and then I promise to regale you with the story of how I found him. Oh.
Together, we cannot fail.
Cookie.
It is an honor to fight at your side.
Look, I'm no good with forests, trees, or temples. If you want to talk about that stuff, Spear's your man. You know how it goes. You wander the countryside, maybe set fire to a few fields, pass out behind a barn, get chased by farm dogs. Before you know it, you're here, talking with you. It gets me the ladies. Ah, of course not. Just look at me. A lady's gotta be damn drunk before she'd be impressed by my name. Well, there was that time during the fall of the Nine Fathers, when I would crash down on a town like a black storm of death, rending flesh from bone. I was a force of destruction. The streets ran red with blood, and everyone I approached screamed, "The Black Whirlwind is here!" It might have been that, or maybe I thought it up when I was drunk. Either way, it stuck. I attack just about everyone I meet. We just got it out of the way early. Now, we'll get along just fine. I don't suppose you have any wine on you? Good. I'm going to see if I can find some hidden stocks of sacramental wine. Tastes terrible, but it does the trick.
Thousand cuts. You won't see me coming. Spirit Thief. Dire Foe. Legendary Strike. Spirit Thief. Spirit Thief. Thousand cuts. Legendary Strike. Legendary Thousand cuts. Legendary Strike. Spirit Thief. Legendary Split Thousand cuts. Thousand cuts. You're too slow. Thousand cuts. Long sword. Spirit Thief. Legendary strike. Legendary strike. Spirit Thief. Thousand cuts. Thousand cuts. You're going down! Spirit Thief! Spirit Thief! Legendary Strike! Thousand cuts! Legendary strike. Thousand cuts. Legendary strike. Thousand cuts. Legendary strike. 1,000 cuts. Spirit Thief. 1,000 cuts. Legendary strike. 1,000 cuts. You're going down. Legendary strike. 1,000 cuts. Spirit Thief. Spirit Thief. You can't keep up. 1,000 cuts. Legendary strike. 1,000 cuts. Legendary Spirit Thief. 1,000 cuts. Spirit Thief. 1,000 cuts. Spirit Thief. Spirit Thief. 1,000 cuts. Legendary strike. 1,000 cuts. Spirit Thief. Longsword. Dire Flame. You're too Spirit Thief. You're going down. Thousand cuts. Spirit Thief. Spirit thief! 1,000 cuts! Spirit thief! You won't see me coming! 1,000 cuts! Legendary strike! 1,000 cuts!
There's something not right. This place feels all wrong. The forest is the same, but it's stronger here.
1,000 cuts!
I'm too much for you!
Spirit thief!
You're going down!
You won't see me coming!
I watched in awe as you dispatched those things. Not many of your kind can deal with ghosts as easily as you did. What help could we offer to someone like you? But I've forgotten myself. Welcome to the Pilgrim's Rest, traveler. I am the Keeper, as they call me. Tell me, did you happen to come across one of us on your way up here? We sent him not long ago to search for help. It was the Forest Shadow. She's taken another from us. We hoped we had found a way to deal with the fox, but we were wrong. Two people cannot move as quickly as one. This path is dangerous, but he was willing to brave it. He may have seemed simple to you, but he was a brave soul. He ran in the hopes of bringing us food and help, of course. Some. She does not attack us here at the inn. Those few we have dared send out to the forest do not return. We have tried so hard to find a way to end the fox's attacks. She must be stopped. We thought we were close, but no. We are not like her, and thus she hates us. There's no reason to a mad fox, no reason you would understand. Perhaps the ghosts have driven her mad, or maybe it's her rage that changed the trees. The only way to be sure is to stop her. Well, that is quite the thing to ask, isn't it? Quite a thing indeed. How are we to know we could trust you? We do not trust the hunter at the temple, for instance. That is why we will not give him what he seeks. Yes, we have the missing crystal from the temple. We have kept it here safe and away from the hunter. Because we could not trust anyone else to have it. One of us here in the inn overheard the hunter and the big man, who are now at the Forest Shadow's temple. The hunter spoke of a ritual that would let him reach the Forest Shadow. But he's a fool. He thinks to find the fox and seek out her help. Her help! She will not help anyone, least of all us at the inn. To save the hunter from his own folly, we took the crystal before he could reach the temple. That is it exactly. Whatever the ritual does, if it reaches the Forest Shadow, then we must take the opportunity to destroy her once and for all. He would not have taken that chance. I must know that you will use it for the right reasons. You must kill the Forest Shadow. Do so, and I will give you a half-year's worth of taxes in silver. From the Imperial City here. The tax collector's arms are only so long, you know. I have been carefully collecting this silver for years, but the death of the murderous fox is more important to me. I have silver, but money does not grant skill. Not skills like yours. We need your help. Look around even this hill. Surely you can see the corruption. What creature would be powerful enough to cause such a thing? This so-called guardian of the forest must be behind what's happening here. She sickens the trees and summons the ghosts. There can be no other way. The forest shadow must die to save us and cure this forest. You will aid us. You must. You are a fool. The forest shadow is nothing next to us. You do not know who you dare to threaten. But you will. Yes, you will. Look upon us as we really are. Gaze upon our forms and bask in our glory. You should be honored to see the true strength of the cannibals.
It's them! Their corruption is what I've been feeling in this forest. They are vile.
This is what you threaten, human? You think to take the crystal from us, but we are too strong. Too strong for you. We are perfection. Servants of the Mother, an ancient demon of great strength. She has taught us to eat the flesh of humans, and our bodies have grown strong as a result. We are cannibals, and you will be our next meal. You would have made a valuable ally, but you must not be allowed to aid the forest shadow or the hunter at the temple. Tear him to pieces. We will feast tonight on those succulent flanks.
Spirit thief! 1,000 cuts! Long sword. You're going down. Spirit gun. 1,000 cuts. Legendary strike 1,000 cuts. Spirit thief. Long sword. This is the Legendary strike. Thousand cuts. Legendary strike. Legendary strike. You're too slow. Thousand cuts. Long sword.
That was astonishing. I haven't seen such martial skills in an eatery since the last time I added ginger to my wife's hot and sour soup. Thank you for your great kindness in rescuing me. Now that these beasts are dead, I can finally talk to you. My name is Henpecked Ho, and before you ask, I'm not one of those monsters. They kept me prisoner so that I could seem normal to the customers. My wife is unique. To say that she is as enduring as the wall itself is to do a disservice to her persistence. I could make similar comparisons between the force of her will and the Imperial Army, but I think you have the picture. The last I saw of her, she was in the Imperial City. I was due back more than a week ago, and if she hasn't torn the place down looking for me, I'll be surprised. That's beside the point for now. I must thank you, as I clearly owe you my life. These cannibals were getting desperate enough to cook even someone as ropey as me. The last thing I needed was to be dragged into the caves below. Well, they're cannibals. They were once men, but they were corrupted, twisted into flesh-eating abominations. The Keeper, the one who met everyone, including yourself, at the door, had some skill with magic. You might have seen through the illusion in time, but most people never get the chance. They're usually taken, or worse, changed into one of them. They kept me around in hopes that I would make this place seem more normal, and they needed me to help run the inn. They're none too bright, really. I resolved to try and tip off the first warrior who dared come to this place. The cannibals must be stopped. They claimed that they were changed by a creature called the Mother in the caves below. Apparently she's an ancient demon responsible for twisting these sick creatures. She is some sort of greater demon the cannibals serve. I think she's the reason they're as twisted as they are. From what I overheard, the Mother was trapped in this hill before sagacious Chen forged the Jade Empire, but something has disturbed her. I don't know how or why this Mother of theirs has returned to the world, but if she can do this to men, she must be stopped. That is something I do not know. They would leave the inn and then return. I wasn't in a position to ask for details. Is there anything else that I can help you with? You killed the cannibals up here, but there's more in the caves below. I don't know how they got in or out, or how they took prisoners down there. I do know that they were terrified of something called the Forest Shadow. I'm willing to bet that would be a good place to start. If you're planning to tackle these beasts, I want to help. In my own way, of course. I'm not much with my fists. Not anymore, anyway. But you'd be surprised what tricks an old bunmaster might know. Have you ever heard of drunken master style? I was a master. Top of my game and well known in Phoenix Gate, one of the great cities in the prosperous East. My skills earned me fame, fortune, and a wife. Teaching is all I can do. As I said, fame, fortune, and a wife. I discovered fairly early on that she had opinions, most of them regarding alcohol and my regular consumption of it. I can still teach you, though. She has never expressly forbidden that. I have a few bottles on me right now if you'd like to learn. Pay attention, I don't like repeating myself. Now, when I am with you, I can throw you bottles of wine. You must pick these up in order to use Drunken Master. The effect wears off quickly, but I will make sure you don't run out of wine, as long as you keep the enemies off of me. Now, watch my technique.
Drunken Master.
There, you got it. Your job isn't done, though. There are still more cannibals in the hill. I don't know how to get in there, though. The cannibals were dead set against that forest shadow. They didn't want anyone going near the temple. Maybe you could find her and get some answers. I now see the flaw in teaching you the style. I'll keep you supplied with wine if you keep those beasts away from me. Thank you again for rescuing me from those things. I owe you my deepest gratitude. Is there some way I can be of assistance? As I mentioned, I am but a simple bun master, with a dear wife who has turned my life into a miserable cesspool devoid of humor and excitement. Bless her soul. My wife ensures that I work very hard every day to become the best bun master in the Imperial City, perhaps the best in all the Empire. Though I was one of the most respected fighters in the Empire before I met my precious bride, she made sure that I became something more, or less. As I mentioned before, my style requires that I drink. She detests drinking, though there are things she detests even more, like talk of us separating. My loving wife would knead me into several small dumplings and boil me in hot oil if she suspected I was even speaking to you about leaving her. Life is not all bad, though. I may have lost all my dignity and self-respect, along with my ability to fight, or even make a tight fist. But I am a bun master of some renown. I would sooner return to the cannibals and offer them what little flesh is left on my bones. But let's not discuss such things, if you don't mind. It would seem we have our work cut out for us, but as my darling wife likes to say, when things are tough, quit your whining and get to work. I can almost hear her screaming at me now. If ever you find a cure for bad memories, please let me know. As you wish. I will be here waiting impatiently if you require anything.
Longsword. Thousand cuts. Spirit knife. Drunken Master. You're going down. Spirit Thief. Thousand cuts. Drunken Master. Thousand cuts.
I'm no good with
Greetings, my friend. Have you had any luck finding the crystal? You have it? Excellent. I should return and report this to Lord Yun. He will want to hear this news. The crystal fits into the central pedestal atop these steps, unlocking the lens arms in the lower furnaces so they can direct light to the remaining furnaces. The other furnaces have colored crystals in them, presumably to alter the light. Lord Yun's father called this the Ritual of Seasons. A forest, he said, cares about only 2 seasons. The cooler air of winter and the blistering heat of summer are the only things it notices. Winter skies are crisp and blue, while the fields of spring are green. Summer's heat is burning red, while in autumn, yellow leaves are seen. The crystal fits into the central pedestal atop these steps, unlocking the lens arms in the lower furnaces so they can direct light to the remaining furnaces. The other furnaces have colored crystals in them. A forest, he said, cares about only 2 seasons. The cooler air of winter and the blistering heat of summer are the only things it notices. Winter skies are crisp and blue, while the fields of spring are green. Summer's heat is burning red, while... There are some old tomes in the temple itself, in a stand near the right wall. You might be able to learn more by poring through them. All right. Summer and winter seem to be the key. Black Whirlwind will stay behind to offer whatever help he can. If anyone can control him, it's you.
Hey, I'm not some cheap bottle of wine to be passed around. Damn it, even wine shouldn't be passed, in my opinion.
Lord Yun paid you very well to safeguard his men, and now you're being paid to safeguard his new agent. Surely you don't mean to go back on your word.
My word isn't worth a damn thing. That said, I'm still reeling from actually losing to anyone short of an army. Let me level with you. I don't lose fights, and I damn well didn't expect to lose one in this forest. Then you come along and beat me handily. My only rules are, don't touch my axes, don't touch my wine, and don't get between me and my enemies. If you can live with that, we'll get along just fine. Whoa, almost didn't see the little guy. Is he with you too?
Yes, I am, you great behemoth. Looks like I'm going to need a lot more supplies if I'm supposed to keep you fed.
Be safe. The spirit's willing, I will reach Lord Yun's camp quickly. If you need more supplies or training, that is where I will be.
Let's go find something and make its day a lot worse. Right. If I'm lucky, something will try to jump me on the way there. Though I bet you've ruined the fun by clearing a path for me already. Maybe I'll take the long way. Time to bloody my axes. What? What do you want? Why does it matter? I was born by my mother and sucked at her teat like every man. Well, like every man does with his mother. Anyway, by the time I was old enough to swing an axe, my father was dead and my mother disowned me. Of course, killing my father might have given her reason. I think she did it out of shame. My father beat me and my brother senseless, and made our lives miserable. Either way, that was the end of my childhood. Ah! I wasn't brave, I was furious. And he was drunk. It was an easy fight. I traveled a lot after that, begging for some things and taking the rest. Tough times, but not the worst. My axes and my wits kept me alive. You'd think a 7-year-old might be an easy target, but I soon learned just where to cut a man to make him squeal like a pig. Ah, those were the days. What do you want from me? I'm here to kill things. You want answers? Ask someone else.